Hey, folks. Good afternoon. All right, so let's try on the stream today to play some leagues. Um, we've got pretty normal build here. Uh, only tiny shift really is I've been enjoying the 3 pile drivers and the big surprise coming from me. And this is kind of like an older, this is like almost like a pre-ban build. Because we've got heavy pile driver, heavy expert, only one jump on. But those are more like Tarmogoyf and Reclaimers and stuff, so I thought 3 experts is good right now. And we've got the old mana base, we've got Crocus. I think this is actually the same 76 as last stream, except I've got 2 ley lines instead of 2 surgicals. I've been seeing a lot of Blackguard Reanimator and Hogak. So I wanted ley lines. Now, this is an issue where I am more vulnerable to permanent hate. So, like, I'm 2-1 in this league right now. I beat some million color Greedpile that's also playing, like, Hour of Promise. Imagine playing multiple forests, swamp, Mystic Sanctuary, multiple wastelands, and Field of the Dead all in the same deck. Yeah, it was a pile. But I did win that match, and then I lost Reanimator because I cannot beat a Serenity with this sideboard. And then I beat, I forget actually. What was it? Really remember? Yeah, modern. Oh, it was someone doing Janismog stuff. The deck seems pretty bad against goblins, however, there's was constructed. Combo does not work very well against our removal. Oh, we got our fortunately mulligan. Alright, this hand's not very good either. It's okay. I think we'll just put back Cavern here. Like, I know he's not on a blue deck. Yeah, no goblins in Strixhaven. Careful how many goblins they print. I don't know. I don't know how much they actually care. Crater Maker's a good draw, so we don't lose to Plague. I think I'm just gonna Crater Maker. I mean, I'm gonna Expert Arbor. I think the number 1 way you win against Maverick is pinching them on mana. Legacy Enchantress? Eh. That's not very good. Alright, so we're gonna attack. End of combat, we're gonna Wasteland. And then play Crater Maker. The Script Ranger. Oh my god. Alright. Trying to play around Plow on this. Time to get Script Rangered. Yeah, I don't think there's a reason to buy a drop of honey. Oh yeah. That was a good drop. Pretty sure I'm just gonna sack my board to play Muxus here. Very high chance it overwhelms. Could like Chain Whirler, just nukes the board. Wow. Okay. As a fairly insane. This. Yeah. Yeah. He is very dead. Yeah, Muxus is really insane against Maverick. All right. So Arkinesis easy to bring in. Crashmaster's pretty good. Blood Moon, Relic, Needle are all worth considering. But let's see how much we want to bet here. We're on the draw. Pretty sure my opponent plays almost exclusively Black Splash, which makes the moon pretty good, I think. And then between Needle or Relic, Needle's better. I mean, there's some people play green white still. I think we saw Catacombs as well, so it makes black even higher chance. I'll do this. Yeah, like 2 engineer main deck is pretty common out of Maverick now. I think Needle's a good catch-all in this matchup in case there's Stoneforge Mystic, in case there's some other runes. Sometimes you gotta name Script Ranger. Sometimes you name Knight. Sometimes you name Kosali Pride Mage. Okay. A little awkward that this is our only red card, so we can't actually Kinesis freely. But I'm sure we'll draw one eventually. I don't think I need to play this Needle out. This could be a nasty Pyrokinesis. All right, land was not. Oh. I don't really want to wasteland either. If I fetch Arbor here, I'll do it, but Alright, so if they're not doing stuff, then their hand is all reactive cards. Okay. I should have fetched. I really, really want to play Ringleader next turn, so just gonna play my fetch land instead of porting. They have all the mana in the universe right there, like they're not using it. So I don't think mana denial matters. Yeah, there's the wasteland. I mean, I'm assuming their hand is like multiple plows, decays, probably a plague. Fetch our basics here. Okay, it's a red card. And then I'll fetch Badlands here. So shuffling. I want to lower the chance of drawing dead fetch lands. Okay. Discarding the hand size. Yeah, I think I am. Discarding Needle. I think I want all my red cards and I want all my lands. Shriekmaw. Okay. Okay. So I could Pyrokinesis 1/1, 1/1, and then Wasteland, or I guess port the Cradle. Clacky is definitely the card that's getting pitched. I've already used the Ranger. I don't want to take a bunch of damage. Shriekmaw could potentially fear. Can block with Expert. Can block with. Yeah, this is pretty nasty Pyro. And I'm not wasting here because I want to get my Muxus in play. Could report to Scrubland. The hands all threes and react spells. Now report Savannah and Scrubland. Depending on what I draw, I might just continue mana denial. Does clock you though. I kind of want a Wasteland before I Muxus because I don't want to be able to go untap plus Engineer. I could just go waste you, play Vile Double Port for a turn, or play the Pashalik. Loud, certainly. Let's waste him off black. Oh, okay. I guess if they have a hierarch here, you die if this doesn't hit an expert. Okay, Rocket. Or Muxus hits a War Chief though. Trashmaster as a lord is really. I know he doesn't have black source most likely. Um, let's get expert here. Second Muxus, I don't know, it's less appealing with the Caracas. I don't feel like I don't need it. We could just get Sling Gang. Maybe this is just not. It's like kind of low impact. We don't die to Questing Beast because we can actually block it. Kind of funny. Yeah. One. So we just need to make sure not to die to east. Um, oh yeah, yeah. That's a smart call, Dead Clown. Smart call for sure. So we can't just make room for Sling Gang, but I'm thinking that post combat. I think I just attack here. Expecting to like block here, plow this. Path. Okay. So many basics left. But now expert. Matron gets Sling. Double check. Actually have lethal. All right, so it's interesting that like literally land go for 4 turns won the game. Just land go, land go, land go. I guess pyrokinesis you turn 3, ringleader. Combo goblin. Yep, basically. Against the fair green creature decks, you do want to be a combo deck. So the creatures are bigger than yours, basically. So it's just like you can be a control deck because Maverick's not very good against control typically. You want to be control combo in terms of how you play. I bet my opponent's hand was like a Plague Engineer and Abrupt Decay and another Plow at the end of that. Something like that. And we just didn't extend into anything. So we were getting maximum value. Draw here. Okay. This is like one of those Goblins hands that can feel like a trap because of 2 non-basics to start with, and then like these vials take a long time to tick up to this. But we have like almost all good top decks since lands. Like the only thing that is bad to draw is like more of these. But we also have 2 vials. Like if it was one vial, oh, chance to end. Okay, it's a wash this game 1, but we should be okay in post-board games. We have a lot of graveyard hate. or not specifically graveyard hate, but we have a lot of, we have two ley lines, 2 relics. Crap. So this is kind of what I mean. It's like playing back to back, not back to back, but 2 Reanimator opponents in the same league is like really weird. They just have a Chancellor. Cavern beats Chancellor. I think we're actually. The last card's an unmasked. Lackey would be insane draw. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah, bud. I'm in there. Oh, that feels good. Black card. Ringleader. Probably not correct. You are kidding. You're not allowed to attack there. Okay. I think I play a Vial instead of Wastelanding. I think I just want to play War Chief next turn. I know their last card is Unmask. Okay, that's a pretty big punish. We definitely get something good here. We can't animate anything though, and we can just okay, unmask. Now I probably will waste on them. Right, yeah. Opponent should not be attacking by any stretch of the imagination here. And now we go Wasteland. This. And now we're in a position where top deck, Matron, Pile Driver, Ringleader, Ashalik. Did I attack? It's actually a big deal that they're at 13 and we have 5 goblins, meaning that they can't cast Reanimate on a Grizzlebrand. Fetch the thing. Alright, now I might start attacking. They block here, they take 1, 2, 4, 5, down to 8. Yeah. I'm on a 2-turn clock. Plus we can always draw any goblin. Yeah. for me. They're deterministically dead now. Heck, block. They had to block War Chief last turn. Nice. All right, so getting game one against Reanimator is pretty huge. Cards, files. Yeah, the top deck Cavern Locky was pretty sick. Yeah, I think I like leaving in the experts for exhume reasons and also uh, Muxus reasons. You know, there are niche situations where Jump Palm can let you kill an Iona, but otherwise it's just worse than expert most of the time. Calf, thanks for the follow. Obviously mulligan here. I think I'm just gonna go for Leyline. Gonna mull to Leyline. Round 4. London Mulligan's pretty broken. We will put back Muxus, Pile Driver, Badlands. Praetor Maker hits more if we don't draw more goblins. And potentially blowing up Lotus Petals could matter. Why'd I do that? You know what? Sometimes you just click through the thing. Sometimes you just click through the thing. Potato chip eater thinks to follow. That is me. I am the potato chip eater right now. Oh, it feels so bad. Oh my god. It feels so bad. Oh, they don't have it yet. Okay. Relic? Needle. Well, there's already an Iona there, so I think I should play my Wasteland. We draw a land, we can hardcast the Leyline. Like, not that good. Much rather just draw Relic. Relic, Wasteland, or Port. Chalice. Chalice is pretty good. Cuts off our relics, but cuts off Dark Ritual. Well, we can still draw Sling Gang to cast. Right. Alright, so this should have been a 2-0 pretty easily, but I just clicked to the ley line. It happens. It happens. We do have Caracas to draw towards. Our land Sling Gang. Alright. You're on a 3-outer. 2 slings, 1 Caracas. I almost want to concede because I don't want to show them the ley line. I hit the 3-outer. Three out of 50. I wonder, would we have won the race if this was a pile driver? Also would have won the game. That is really, really feels bad. That is really, really feels bad. Well, we have a 4-1 in spirit. Oh, man. Sometimes you just fuck up a little. Sometimes. Ugh. It's like the thing with surgical where you don't take the card out of the graveyard. Yeah, yeah, yeah. This is close. One relic on the play is passable. We could also lead on needle. Bad against discard though. I don't trust it. Wow, these are really marginal hands. Would have been cool to win game 2 pretty easily by playing Leyline. Okay. I can actually get behind this. Needle plus Caracas is a combo. not play Square Prospector. Distracted. Yo, thanks JPR. Appreciate you, man. I'm gonna disguise my Caracas. Oh, Budokan J, thanks for the Twitch Prime for 2 months. Appreciated. Alright, nice. So it seems our first hand would have been good enough, but don't always know that, you know. Pretty good draws from this spot. Okay. Alright. See how it is. Honestly, the fact that they spent a reanimate on that is pretty good for me. That's a it's fair with the raid. Appreciate it. Welcome everyone. Playing Gabos. We're trying to 4-1 this league where game 2 I had a ley line and then I did not put it into play and it would have won by a lot. Games were reasonably okay here. Pretty good. Our opponent's an Ionin that got bounced back to their hand. I guess looting off Prospector, which is kind of funny. But cast everything in my deck except for double red cards, of which there are 4 and 2 Muxuses. I got like 5, 6 dead draws. And it's on a pretty quick clock here. Alright, so now our deck is entirely, like every spell in our deck is live except for Leyline. Let's trade go through the Slink Gang can start attacking. They reanimate the Skirk again. Damn, 103 people. Big stream today, huh? If you're new here, appreciate you tuning in. My name's Eli. I am your down the goblin path of thought about casting something, didn't, right? Holy shit. Oh, with the Twitch Prime sub, we got a hype train. Like, not happen here very often. Alright, a goblin, please. Any goblin gives us? Any goblin gives us. Well. Counts as any goblin, say. Alright. So, should have 3-0'd Reanimator there, but you know, we just gotta give it to him. Holy shit. Thank you for the gift sub, Budokan J. Appreciate you. That is really kind. Alright, well, we're here for chest openings, right? We've got how many subs? 5 subs? Sounds like 5 chests to me. Goblins love Goblin's life. I agree. Ooh, Jace Bellerin, 35 play points. Okay. Alright, alright. Not a bad start. Heartless Summoning and Millions Avatar. Oh, Greensun Zenith. Not worth anything. It is Mirrored Siege version. Alright, almost 2 tickets. Alright, alright. What you call breaking even. Oh, Jace the Mind Sculptor. I just typed the whole thing. Somewhere. Worldwake? Or Zendikar? Worldwake. Yep. Worldwake. 11.5. Alright. I don't think Phyrexian on life is worth it. Alright, it's a pretty strong chests. Last one. Amulet of Vigor. I doubt that's worth anything anymore. But also 45 play points. Those are like those are value chests. Those are value chests. Alright, so here's the build. We're gonna run it back. So that was 2-1. I guess I'll show you the leagues, the other 3 matches I played off stream for that league. Amulet's almost 4 ticks, nice. Just for completion's sake. This was against 5 million color Greedpile. I actually messed up this game. I think this game 1 I should have had. So there's a debate. I don't know what my opponent's playing. And I either want to play out Wasteland so they can't end step brainstorm off a duel if they're a combo deck. So like Doomsday might want to do that because it wants Underground Sea really bad. But if I can force him to get Island, that's a win. And also against Wasteland decks, exposing the Caverns kind of dicey. But also if it's Delver, I would want to just like flash in Expert and kill like a Pyromancer potentially. But I think once I played the Cavern, I should have played Cratermaker, and once I didn't, I think I probably should have just gone Wasteland Go. Because what ends up happening is end step fetch a Triome, and then they decay the Vial. Upkeep. I opt to Wasteland them here because Wasteland Triumph seems good. Instead of playing Matron, I just wanted to keep them off Uro mana. Library, which is yikes. But yeah, like this Cratermaker not being in play already actually costs me so much damage over the course of the game. It's kind of crazy, which ends up mattering because I think I end up losing this game by like a 2 mana or two life or 4 life swing. I will keep playing, by the way. I'm just looking over these games real quick. Draw another Wasteland. Again, I'm just like, okay, I just need Uro to not happen. So Growth Spiral tells me like what game is going on here. And they go to 9, and I decide to just Matron for Slingang and hope to draw a land. Because if they go to Uro up to 12, then I can attack. They block this. They take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. It's actually exactly lethal. So then Hour of Promise into Field of the Dead. And I do whiff on the land here. But we're still in position to draw land and go for lethal. But they end up getting a Wasteland. It's like, I was just like, oh my god, are you fucking kidding me? This horrific mana base of a deck also plays Wasteland. Yeah. Uro attacks and can't get out of that. This game, we really do get to Wasteland them into Oblivion, though. Like, just Scorched Earth. Yeah, I guess, and they're playing Hour Promise too, so. But I know we see in this game, they actually are playing multiple Wastelands, which I guess we show why this mana base is kind of yikes. Like, nice 4-color deck. Like, I'm gonna have to play the Slingang here. The Field of the Dead doesn't matter yet. They have Dismember, which is fine. Still 4 power. They're at 10. Cycle Wilt. Island. Draw a 3rd Wasteland. And now I'm just like, okay. They're gonna die before they do anything. Yeah, I'm sure Loam's like a 1/2 of in their deck. Here's Uro. Flash in my Spellstutter Sprite? Question mark. Force Relic. Die. They would have to go Black Source, play Engineer here. Then another land. I'm not even sure if their deck plays Engineer because we see in game 3 here they have Toxic Deluge potentially instead. So yeah, this pretty strong hand here. Blood Moon I don't think is actually that insane against them. It's just that it shuts off the utility lands. Primary thing. It's not like it's going to color screw them that often, I think. Will gets used on that, which is cool. Yeah, this is a kind of a tough choice of whether to port them and play around Wasteland, but I thought I didn't want them to be able to like actually play a relevant 3-drop, so I do opt to port them here instead of playing on Mountain, do Wasteland. But since I have a second port, it's like not that bad. It's a Brainstorm. I'm porting Forest because of I don't want them to be able to hold up Decay when I play the Moon. Brainstorm, Field of the Dead. But now I want to stop drawing lands, so fetching. I play at the Cavern before I play the Blood Moon because I think the Blood Moon is going to get destroyed eventually, and I want this to have the Goblin type on it. Solves. Notably, they don't have a black source. At this point, I'm only worried about like Force of Vigor. Ringleader comes in, draw 2, pretty strong. I played this game kind of weird because I am not sure the exact wording of how Feel the Dead. I for some reason was under the mistaken impression that if you wasteland Feel the Dead in response to the trigger, they don't get the zombie. I don't know why I thought that, but I did. And that makes me play this really weird where I end up holding up this wasteland forever. I didn't have to. I think I'm supposed to just play Matron for Luxus here. So they deluge for 2. Draw War Marshal. The Ringleader, which gets hardcast forced, which feels bad. Go. The Relic. I'm thinking Drown the Lock is maybe in their deck, so getting the Relic cast before I play the Matron seemed good. For Muxus. Yeah, hardcast force through Blood Moon, 5/4 color deck. Yeah. Well, in their defense, they did cast Our Promise. Get these 2 basics. So. Wow, pretty dead draw. And they have another hardcast force. So they didn't force. They must have drawn force a turn because they didn't force the Matron. And I'm holding up Relic. Spiral, no land. Expert, castable until this file ticks up to 2. So now we're in this. So they play Jace, Brainstorm, Trophy the Blood Moon. Oh my god, there's so many things happening. Pause. Went too many times. So Trophy took out Moon, Flash and Expert, kill the Jace, because now I have black mana. Mystic Sanctuary, target Hour of Promise. I Wasteland there to try to deny the first field trigger, but like that's not how the card works. That was just wrong. And then they have Fetch Land, Growth Spiral, second Fetch Land. So they end up getting 4 zombies here, but they don't get the Hour Promise and they're at 1. And the Relic Cycle hits at Muxus, which is obviously insane. Pull the last fetchables out of my deck. This hits War Marshal Matron. And the cleanest way I can find to get lethal is to get Pashlik there at 1. I'm going to be violating Pile Driver. And then in my upkeep, I can try to kill them with the War Marshal trigger. And if they Crocus the Pashlik, that's fine. Then I just cast it and then activate the ability. So the Cycle Triome and Seed. So this was this deck's like very silly. I was very happy I beat it. I really don't like alien color decks. All right. Let's go into the next league, shall we? You want to check the deck list? You can exclamation point deck list. It's also just right here. I've got a sideboard guide working on this exact list. Actually, it's in the works. Takes a while. So quite a document at this point. Got some matches. I'm adding blue black shadow, green white / green white black depths. The Turbo Forge deck. Got to add those to the guide, and that'll go up on the Patreon. Hopefully by the end of the week, like Friday, is where I'm kind of aiming for. I've got most of the combo decks done. I've got to adjust some things for the fair blue decks. And decks that I mentioned. Quite a solid hand. Cavern Lackey, Cavern Expert, put in Ringleader. Or Cavern Lackey, Port You, put in Ringleader. So if my opponent plays a duel and doesn't kill the Lackey, I am actually think I'm supposed to Wasteland rather than Port so that I can Expert and they're still down a land. Because Port then Lackey, or if you Port on turn 2, then your Port is hanging on turn, basically. Tarn. Okay. Alright, that's a bummer. Now this is an interesting question. So you Wasteland, do you Port, do you Pile Driver? Just hold up Expert and pass. It's definitely almost certainly not hold up Expert and pass. I'm leaning towards Wasteland. They're wasting me back, it kind of sucks. But then they're not doing anything for a turn. Grixis Delver. A little concerned about a Gurmag Angler. I think I should fetch here to fetch around Stifle. I don't think porting here is that good. I go Wasteland plus Angler. It's bad for me. Of course, that's what. Okay. That's preferable. 6 drops, just what we want. Yeah, I mean, we did what we could in terms of keeping them off mana, but it seems that they are having a very robust draw as far as Delver draws go. Okay, they did shuffle. Port black again here, almost certainly. Hopefully I draw a different land. Okay, that's nice. We're just going to fetch here to play around Stifle. So hopefully we can resolve this Ringleader next turn. I'll be porting black again. Both for Thoughtseize reasons and for Angler reasons. Ooh. All right. It really sucks if they do have Stifle here, but I think I need to take this opportunity. Yeah. Right. Well, as long it's really just Garmag Angler. If it's Pyromancer, we just expert it and port them again. Fine. Chainroller's nice. Rifle. Um. Concerned about another wasteland. I just get Skirk. Could get Lackey, but either of those plays into Daze. I don't really see a reason to give them a Daze target or a Force target. God, if I get another ringleader, which I want to, a single wasteland cuts off every card in our hand. I feel like a 2-drop is actually where I want to be, so I can keep porting. I'm actually going to get a Monk War Marshal here. So they're obviously stuck on lands. So getting some damage in while I port every turn I think is good. And I think investing into a potential Muxus line is like kind of unreliable against a Stifle deck. Like obviously if you resolve the Muxus, it's really good because it's really hard for them to actually kill it. Did Fish, thanks for the follow. All right. Oh, okay. We're drawing another wasteland, so they would actually just be locked out. All right. So getting game 1 against Grixis Delver is huge. Pyrokinesis A+. I do like a Chalice. I don't think I'll board in Blood Moon on the draw here. I'll board in 1 Red Blast as a hedge against True Name. As it's also good against Stifle. So we gotta worry about Plague Engineer and cutting down on War Chiefs. It's because they have so many 1-mana spot removal spells. War Chief's a really good way to get tempoed out against Delver, red-based Delver. Shaving a Sling Gang for plague reasons is good otherwise, though. So like I could see an argument to leave it in. Leave the second one in. And then I will actually shave a Lackey on the draw here. Yeah, this looks okay to me. I could see an argument to board another Blast, but then we go down another Goblin. It's not an argument to board in Relic. Or Blood Moon, but I think this is fine. Smuxus is quite a sore looking card. Like I might just wasteland them twice. But then I could also just like lose if they have more lands. I think this is a mulligan. Okay, this is way better. Okay, Terminus Delver. That's the other reason why it's a mulligan last hand. We're going to slam this vial into Daze. So hard. Not even a question. Yep. Flip is nice. Might just mean a braid on the vial. Okay. Two for two pyrokinesis on Delvers is pretty appealing. I can wait until their upkeep though. That also means I'm not casting anything. Interesting. Huh. I can bait them really hard. The Skirk. Means I'm pitching Pile Driver. I think I'm okay with. Pretty exposed to Plague if I do that line though. Yeah, so like the thing I'm thinking is if I tap out, play War Marshal, and then upkeep, see if the Delver slip, Pyrokinesis, they daze, I Violent Prospector. I guess that's really bad against Stifle. Kind of feels like they have. It would be a huge, amazing blowout in my favor if they don't stifle the Violent one. I want to use my mana this turn because I played the Cavern. I could start by filing in. Okay, I'm gonna play. If the Delvers don't flip, just braid. Draw braid. The Wasteland. I should have pirated there. I could have gotten the days out of him. I think I'm pitching the Matron. I think probably the well, if they go Land Plague now, I'm like super dead, but I don't think there's much getting around that. I will get a Badlands here because I really want to be able to cast Expert if I draw it. If they have another Wasteland, so be it. Okay, no Plague yet. Bottom. Angler. Doug Bastos, thanks for the follow. All right, so Expert's an insane draw here. Wow. Okay. Have removal spell or stifle. 4, 6. I just hit him. Or force him to trade with the pile driver. Like, losing the Skirk sucks. It does reduce my top deck potential a lot, but this is hitting them for 9. All right. Okay. Okay. Last card was Days. Okay. Jump Palm's insane. It's not bad. Maybe Nord Just the Barbarian. The problem is if they have removal, I don't want to attack. I attack here. If they don't block with the Pyromancer, it'll 1. Yeah, that's true. I don't know how good that is though. They just take 3. I guess that's gonna happen anyway. I don't know. Alright, I think I have to keep attacking here. Okay, they're blocking. So now we're no longer dead to plague. Sure. Man, I wish that second pile driver resolved. That would have been really. So our good draws here are. Oh, a second angler. Uh, I put them to 1. Pashlik becomes a lethal draw, basically. Double angler. Really good player for them. If I don't attack me. I think I have to attack. Peshek's lethal. I want to attack too. Oh, that's true. Yeah, that's true. I don't know if I attack here or not. Yeah, Chain Whirler. Alright, I'm not attacking here. I think I fetched player on Stifle. The other reason to not attack is actually Expert, because Expert plus Jump Bomb kills an Angler. Alright, so Expert. The 1. Alright, now Sling Gang. Sure. Oh, they have Borrower. Damn, their Ponder was insane. Alright, so we have to draw. Um, Not blocking means Mogwar Marshal keeps me alive, because that. Really, really close. Wow, we just have Goblins in the top 7 cards. It was really, really close. The fact they flipped the Delvers to a Moon on the play. Let's go Clamp MTG. Thanks for the 2 months. Appreciate it. Stifle on the Pile Driver ended up being really good. See that one too often. I don't know what my last cut here is, though. I could potentially cut Caracas, because the curve is actually dropping a lot. Right? Like, I can operate half my deck off 2 lands. Caracas is pretty bad otherwise. But This hand is like really not that good. It's a lot of really good draws. I feel like I keep it off of that. Worth noting, I do wish this was like any one drop. If this was a lackey, it's like way better. It's quite good against Stifle. In the sense of our mana fetch line. Uh, the animation is from Warhammer Total War. I'm gonna try to get them to daze this pile driver. Force of Will, a pile driver. Okay. Kind of got the impression that they didn't have force. Or they, yeah, they didn't have force. I think we're just slamming this moon. Up top, terrifying. Zap, thanks for the follow. All right. Name Moon with Cavern. All right. Reanimator this guy. We have Chain Whirler for Pyromancer, which is the only other threat they can cast. Actually gonna grab a Gem Palm here. Counterable removal in this spot's really, really strong. Don't think I need to get Lackey. Daze is offline, so I'm just gonna, and White Sign, so I'm just gonna be able to cast these Ringleaders eventually. They're just like very locked out of the game. That's from Bolts. We have to be a little wary of like a Blazing Volley. Yeah, they conceded. Yep. All right. They forced it with the pile driver, and that just like cost them the game. I don't know why they did that. I was just trying to bait a daze. Like, I think it's plausible to daze pile driver there. Forcing it seems really weird. Force pitch ponder. I think, yeah. I think actually on average we lose that game. I think on average we win game 2, so. All the games are close though. I think game 2, don't know. I think I played fine. I think playing around the like stifle and expert, stifle and pile driver. I don't think I'm realistically doing that. And I think I'm compelled to keep attacking because of the threat of engineer wiping the X ones and getting rid of my pressure. So I think I am just attacking every turn no matter what. It just makes sense to. Yeah, don't expert then. Yeah, okay. Actually, thinking it through, when I drew the expert, I should have attacked first to see if they would stifle the pile driver trigger, and they stifle the pile driver trigger, and then I expert the Garmag. Yeah, yeah, that was definitely better. Sand. You don't think about. Honestly, most people don't even know that you can stifle pile driver triggers because the card is protection from blue. They just assume you can't stifle it, but the trigger doesn't have protection. So ball resolves. Blue deck. Delver? Oh yeah. Resolving turn 1 Vial on the play against a Delver deck. So ahead. Alright. That's bad, but I'm gonna expert this Delver right now. Play around Stifle. Playing no games. Best draw here, Matron. Yeah. Board's also quite good. Play a dual land here. Looking like blue-red Delver. No shot. Technically be rug. Basic Island isn't that weird. Bug. Grixis with. Well, if they never bounce my Vial with Borrower, we can't really lose. But very scared of that happening. Attack me, I dare you. That's a very good draw. All right, get her hit in. Flips to daze. I'll allow it. Might shuffle the daze. They don't have a wasteland, yeah. Okay. I don't feel the need to actually kill this Delver yet. They might. What is bug? All right, we're just gonna try to kill him with this pile driver. I could get jump palm there, but try to cycle into land, but True Hero with the raid of 37. Welcome, everyone. I'm assuming they don't have Stifle because they would have stifled the Matron. Good to hit them for 10. I can get out of that. Folks playing some Goblins. Delver a lot. Second pile driver's like, all right, land is good too. All right, you're at 3. Nice. Goblin pile driver getting it done. Getting it done to bug. All right. Love to see it. All right, Relic's insane. Blasts are good. And I'll probably board in the Blood Moon on the draw. And cuts are a little tricky. Might not be able to fit the moon. Shave a Muxus. They don't have reach, so I think you can shave a Sling. Also, they're an engineer deck. Shave a Lackey. We have one War Chief. Pain Whirler. Maybe I just don't bring in the moon on the draw. They should be basic islands, so it's actually a lot worse. Alright. Really wish this ringleader was a land. I kept 7. I think I can keep this, but it's like very close to a mulligan. Maybe just a mulligan, just his hands, London Mull, and all that. X drinker. Okay. I guess that's a reason to this. Well, if they don't daze this, they never get to daze anything, basically. Expert's really good against X Drinker, so. Terribly worth. This might make me board in 1 Pyrokinesis. On the play, it's like, it's Trop. Playing multiple Hex Drinkers. Cavern. Hand is Trop, 3 unknowns. Interesting. I want to get this into play to block, actually. I can't daze. Although Chain Whirler's going to stay in now, because it's like insane against this card. Both because it kills the level 1, and then if it's leveled up, you can Violet it in, eat it in combat. Okay. Oh, that's a... I might just die to Savannah Lions here. Our very marginal hand. Match up well against that. I'll blast anything. I'm not going to be able to hold the blast for the next, most likely. I don't know if we can... Yeah. Yeah, if we had a Chain Whirler, maybe, but let's level up. Yeah, pretty sure we're dead. Second Wasteland. Okay. Alright, so Chain Whirler's staying in. Want Blood Moon on the play. We have a Blast. Out. On Pyrokinesis. So Hex Drinker really should not be a problem when we're on the play. All right. We keep these. We keep these. It's terrifying, but we keep them. The upside is just so high. Fuck. All right. Well, now we're in deep trouble. This hand's insane if the vial resolves. All right, red land. Well, at least it's a land. Pitch to brainstorm. They have 2. Again, annoying. Bug Delver is usually like super mid-rangey, so I'm a little annoyed that we like got beat down by turn 1 Savannah Lions, turn 2 Savannah Lions with the with the Days Force. They have a force. I think they had a force. It was double wasteland. That's really what killed us. Yeah, that's surprising. That's a little surprising. All right, red land. And on. I guess if one of these blasts was a pyrokinesis, we'd be in better shape. Like go. They have multiple basics in their Bug Delver deck. Okay. I don't think they keep us catch. If they don't force a will, we're massively far ahead. Because like these 4 cards are just so good. A Ponder. Problem with just blasting this ooze is really annoying. I think we just have to blast it. Maybe just play Creator Maker. Right, I think. I'm shook that they managed to cram Maybe they cut a Wasteland and they just drew 2 of their 3. It's really weird that you can play 2 basics and Bug Delver has terrible mana. The attack with you is all snap block. No shuffle. Like black source. Okay. Okay. We could port Forest. And then Crater Maker the... That's probably what I'm going to do, actually. They also playing Stifle? On. Really? That is really, really frustrating. Sure. Alright, I guess Pyrokinesis is actually insane. I wonder if they're not playing Uro. We haven't had any good targets for Relic. Yeah, it's just not. I'm really confused by their build. I just don't get it. Like, it's like we played against 3 different decks 3 games in a row. How do they fit Bob, Ooze? I guess they're not. They can't be playing Goyf or playing like 1 Goyf and then. Are they even playing Uro? I don't even know what the point of playing Bug Delver is if you're not playing Uro. But they're also playing Stifle in their Forest Bayou deck. I have a bad record against Bug Delver because I never know how to play against it. It's a very it's a confusing and it's a confused deck. The variety among pilots is pretty high, and I don't know. I don't respect Bug Delver a lot, so I never practice against it. I guess against that person, Pyrokinesis would be insane, but I think on average it's really bad. Yeah, 1 of every playable creature in Bug, yeah. Really unfortunate mulligan. Alright, this is good. All mana producers and a Goblin Matron. Again, I mean, if our Vial resolved, we that game, I think. To kill the Delver, take no damage. Oh. Okay. So this is either combo or someone is playing Gutshot. Like Yorion Bug. Yeah, they just didn't reveal Yorion and they boarded out. You know, okay. It's not Lotus Petal, Lotus Petal, Lotus Petal. They did not have 80 cards. If they daze this, is actually very smart to do. Okay. Not. The thing is here, we can Muxus almost no matter what. Because of Skirk. So even if they had, I guess they need like double bolt. Skirk doesn't. But forked bolt. Impulse. Okay, so don't tell. Yeah, fork bolt would suck. Fork bolt would big time suck. Alright, so now we just want to draw a Wasteland report. Or way to kill them. Main phase impulse is weird. Wow, that is a really bad Muxus. Like, really, really bad. Might actually lose now. That is really atrocious. I mean, if they don't have it, they're dead, but okay. Now they need like Petal plus Soul Land. Shuffle. Okay. Can't be. Alright. Got this. Despite the Abysmal Muxus, just the whatever this is, 12/12 or strictly speaking, I'm supposed to put in the pile driver, but whatever. Alright, so we got the return 4. We had a slower draw, fortunately. Alright, so sneak and show. Only really want one expert. A lot of Sneak and Show sideboards do play Greater Maker in their sideboard, though. Now their cards are better. I want to leave one ringleader. Wasteland Isle. Not a whole lot of 7. is close. Wasteland's quite good. Problem is we're really bad against show and tell here. We don't have anything big to put in. We don't have a matron to get Crater Maker for an Emrakul. I'm gonna mulligan. Alright, this is better. Put back Sling. The War Marshal, we kind of hard to play the War Marshal, but assume we'll draw land. Putting back Sling is worse if we draw Lackey. Alright, opponent does not seem to know if their cards are instants, not sorceries. So we'll just hold up Blast. Be likely to just try to jam. And turn 2, play Needle and Sneak Attack. Which does telegraph the Reb pretty hard, but Crater Maker is quite good. Almost tempted to play the Needle now. Blast that. We're going to be playing awkwardly off curve the whole time. I mean, I guess like R7 would have been good against this. We just probably wastelanded them. Still wouldn't be great though. Alright, don't want to draw Sling Gang. Fetch. If they force back. No. They have a braid. Just like we're gonna draw land. Play a Crater Maker. And draw land for a couple turns. Okay. Aid. Eat. Alright. Yeah, just pass here. A little prep for like an intuition. Honestly, it might just counter a cantrip. No, I'm not really scared of show and tell. Oh, they needed a red source. Okay. Kinda surprised I'm alive here. I know Sling King's on the bottom of my deck. Don't want to draw that yet. Okay, there's finally a land. Drops down. They could have like a Pyroclasm in hand, so I'll play War Marshal. We can beat Emrakul now. Erda, 2108. Thanks for the follow. Welcome. Now, there is a real question of whether I take Vile up. I do. Kind of worried about like a K return or something. Kind of nice. Am I porting or am I holding up Reanimator? I think I am Reanimator. GG Saito-san. That game too was really strange. I'm assuming, but we both had very reactive hands, and mine just worked out a little better with the pyrokinesis. But it was a weird game. Yeah. All right. So Pyroclasm felt reasonably likely. Yeah, the Muxuses were very good against you. Definitely strong hits. Okay. Sure. Burn Phage, thanks to follow. Okay. Yeah, weird everything. I feel like our opponent's probably newish to Legacy. You know, like the main, like they went turn 1 Brainstorm main phase, both games. Big B3N MTG, thanks to the follow. A whole bunch of you today. We're getting close to 2,000 followers. Am I at 2,000 followers yet? Almost there. On the play again. I am very lucky with the die rolls. Quite a solid opener. If you're new here, remember to subscribe to the YouTube channel where I'll post my VODs. And also be sure to check out the Patreon if you want to support me more directly. File Resolve's nice. Put content on there. Oh, it's oops. Okay, now I understand what VAR resolves. All right, so last time we had to... All right. Well, then our... Did turn 1 with pack backup. Skill intensive deck. All right. Looked at the cards. Seated. All right. Leyline. Mindbreak Trap. Pyrokinesis. Needle. Relic. Board and 11. All right. Files, because they're going to get Force of Vigored. Slow as fuck. Gotta make one more cut. Honestly, my pile driver. Everything else. It's either pile driver or war chief. Pile driver's slightly redundant. We have more of them. I don't know. We're like kind of hard to cast. Relatively. I could also board out Trash Master, but Trash Master is a good clock, basically by itself off of Lackeys 4-turn clock, and blowing up Chrome Moxes and petals that get played out can be relevant. And is so fucking close. I think I have to mull. Very close. It's not close. Not even close to close. Feels bad. If we had another land, I think I might have kept the 7. Okay. Alright. This. Like all the goblins. R1 Needle. Undercity Informer. Oh. Okay. Oh man, I wish I had that Skirk right now. The Skirk is actually better than the Sack Outlet plus. I guess I wouldn't have a red card anyway, so actually it doesn't matter. Don't force a figure me. Okay. What? On it? Not red. Oh, they're targeting me. Okay. I'm not sure. Not sure that's the play. I've never seen someone do that. The 2/3s, no. Okay. So I just want to draw a 1/1. Like any. Oh, that's... Hard shield, thanks for the follow. If I pop this relic. Not yet. It was pretty funny. Archimiva. All right. All right, now we'll pop the relic. I might lose if we continue to draw nothing. We're getting to the point of hardcast Pyrokinesis. This game's dumb. Right? Patron. Oh, thanks. I should have tapped differently because of expert, but yeah, we just did the expert anyway. God, what a game. Harrowing is a good word for it. Okay. Well, we almost lost a Balustrade Spy beatdown. It is true. I mean, they just gotta... In order... We can cast almost any Goblin deck, except for Muxus, and we only have one Muxus left, so I think they just have to assume that we're never going to draw anything if we just draw blanks the rest of the game. Alright. Well, that was a game. Game that happened. Hope they don't turn one me now. Sucks that I think I have to mulligan this. Alright, this has Leyline and a Pyrokinesis, so... But I'm not going to forget about the Leyline this time. I think it's Matron. Maybe it's Pile Driver. I guess I can be. I almost did it again. I almost did it again. Oh my god, I almost did it again. Oh my god, I was faithful. Well. Dead? Dead. Unless they boarded out bridge from below. That's there. Yep, they this is what you call the nuts. Turn 2 through Leyline. Cool. Cool deck. It also could have been any other hate piece. Yeah, okay. So if we had a script prospector, we would win this. Or able to cast the expert, we would win. Oh, I thought that was the last match. Monka S indeed. Thanks for the 14 months, dude. All right. That's oops. Oops is stupid. News. And I think that is that kind of game is why Leyline is worse than Surgical against oops. If we have a Surgical, pretty confident we just win that game. So yes, but they have bridge from below. They have one bridge from below, so the pyrokinesis by itself doesn't stop them. Wiles they shuffle. Solves. Oh, draw step stop. It's miracles. It's tell. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's not, but no, it's not. Alpha Strix. So uh, a lot of things. Getting ninjas though from hack. They don't have removal for lackey. Draw creator maker, expert, jump palm. I'll go for it. All right. It's the riskiest one. No, not really. I don't want to cap. Normally I'd fetch to thin there. Acceptably good ring lead. Not incredible, but you're gonna have him in the port pincer next turn. I'm surprised they didn't try to brainstorm. Swamps. That could be a read there. Esper Miro. Okay. Edge. Okay. I'm confused. I'll admit it. I'm Esper Mentor with that was pretty. I'm just Terminus really came out of nowhere. I think I'll port them off black. Port them off blue. Cast a ponder. I feel like this cuts them off the most amount of spells. I could cut them off. But if they don't have more lands, then optimal porting, I think. Alright. Expert, please. Rainmaker's good. think I'll actually take this opportunity. I have a ringleader in bottom of my deck. I have 2 lackeys as well, but and I think a port underground seed. Seer scrubland. Give me a I could have a Jace here. I should have poured this because Driver's nice. Expect it just dies, but actually just gonna wasteland them and double port. Hey, Lynn. 2 and 2. Lost a very confusing bug Delver deck, and then lost to Oops. That had turned 2 through late line. Jace. Okay. Well, they have to uptick Jace, or else it dies to the chain. Who's Jace? Now we're playing against Esper Mentor with main deck Terminus. That's even better. Now we get to save the Chain Roller from Baleful Strixes. Draw 4. Alright. God bless you, Goblin Reanimator. I will not overcommit. Four mana, draw 4, make 2, 2 haste. Yeah. Up bottom. Okay. Be good. I don't have control over the top card of the library at the moment, so I'm trying to try to kill him, but they didn't cast a Source of Plowshares. I think I'm just gonna attack and then play a 2-drop and double for it again. Try to set up a situation where I can kill them. Other white mana is tapped out. Port, and then okay. Irony Sword. Or they're gonna snap swords. One. Alright, now I will play a pile driver for once. Their last cards could easily be. Yeah. good hardcast Terminus. But if they do that, then do we still? All right, I'll just play Pod. Because if they hardcast Terminus, then I go War Chief plus Ringleader, hit him to 3. Now we just push damage. Master. All right. Esper Mentor with blasts for sure. Want 1 Pyrokinesis. Crashmaster's okay. Podder's very good. Lackey's gonna be pretty mediocre. Skirk's gonna be pretty mediocre. Could get 2 Pyros on the draw, I think. If the Sling and I think I just go 1 Lackey. I think I could. All right, this hand is fine. We've mana denial to deny them doing a whole lot for a while. Sure. Oh. Here's why I draw Bile. All right. Onto our fetches. I probably will blast a Buffle Strix. I want to port next turn. It's gonna be annoying. It also like increases the chance that port them. I play Modern Vintage Goblins. I have played Vintage Goblins. I don't really like Modern. I think. I'm not gonna play the Skirk out because I don't want them to go Plow plus Mentor next turn. So what I'm trying to do is play these 2 in the same turn. Or go back to basic. I think that's back. All right. All right, Creator Maker's nice insurance. Against a Plague. White. Or. Black. Care about them casting Council's Judgment. Weird game. Think I'm ahead? Oh, we got the back to basics taken care of. Hopefully they don't have a second one in their deck. We're putting a lot of pressure on their mana. Could deny them the card here. I want this because of Ashalik. I think is one of my better cards. I don't feel on very well. Second one. And I'm gonna port white here. Maybe it's just to hit blue. Jace. I port. All right. All right. They have counterspell in their deck. I don't think they play around a counterspell. Draw. God, Ringleader's so good. Now we port black. Only got 3 cards. Pretty good. They can't snap Vindicate, which is why I ported black, mostly. Six mana. I wonder if they play like intrigue into the card. I still have Crater Maker. I want to get damage in. I don't want to trade my ring here. Find Terminus. Alright, and I'm pretty confident they're going to Terminus here, so I'm just not going to play anything. And port them off and read in case they. Fine. I had to crit. That feels kind of bad. Right, now things are complicated. Never mind. uh, it's pretty. Um, hmm. I'm giving them a lot of time. I'd like to swing. All right, so we're gonna go face. Block. Play Lackey. And then spread the save our fetch. I mean, I should port. Ah, okay. If they play an engineer, bummer. So I guess playing around us for so long put us in a more difficult spot. Maybe should have just made him have it. I also could have experted the Strix and swung, but that's bad against Cavern's really nice. We actually are in not great shape here. I mean, you still have Varl Muxuses in the deck, so. Feels like it should be Ponder. Are Wasteland's expensive now? Online or real life? Okay, Vindicate the Pile Driver is fine with me. Okay. Alright, Skirk doesn't really matter anymore, so we'll trade 68 tickets. Jeez. We do some dead draws here though. Pyrokinesis. Just port blue, honestly, but yeah, so cantrip. Yeah, I could have played this game a lot more aggressively when I was dead by now. I think I gave him too much credit to have the stuff off the pot. All right. Yeah, they had back to basics too. Floor draws would be foothills. Jump on would be good. Red blast would be good. War chief would be good. All right, I think jump home into blast probably cuts off all their outs. So it was 3-2. So 4-1, 3-2 today. Lost a bug delver that was really confusing. We won game 1, and then game 2, I kept like a pretty marginal hand, and then they had 2 hex drinkers double wasteland. I just like never got to get a creature on the table. And then game 3, they went like delver, ooze, stifle, dark confidant. Like I was totally blindsided by their threat base. I had no idea what was going on. That's basically why I lost. Like pyrokinesis is normally heinous against bug delver, but it would have been like easily a 2 of to bring in against if I knew their deck list. You know, after seeing more of it. I also didn't see a single stifle until game 3, so it's just like, okay. They also had forest and island. Their deck didn't make a whole lot of sense. And we lost oops, which, you know, happens when you play ley lines over surgicals. Domri. But still, that puts me 4-1, 3-4-1s with this. 2. Samurai Kamikaze, thanks for the follow. So pretty happy with it. We had some really good matches today. Definitely got to show some of the strengths. Ringleader was insane today. I think that's worth mentioning. Is like there were so many games that were very even, and then we resolved Ringleader and drew 3 cards, and one of those cards was like another Ringleader or like another 2-for-1 Goblin or Moxus or whatever, and just like that engine is still so good. Like I see people playing 1 Ringleader, 2 Ringleader, and I am much closer to playing 4 Ringleaders than 2. Makes sense. I would rather play 4 than 2. Because I think the core of the deck is still pretty Ringleader based, and the only reason we play less than 4 is because you can only play so many cards that are like that in current Legacy. When Muxus is also there, and you want to play 2 Sling Gangs, you just the curve matters too much. But Ringleader's just like still such a strong card. So I think there have been times where the Ringleader engine hasn't been that good, just because, you know, your Goblins didn't line up that well against the rest of the format, but I think it's really good right now. There's a lot of granular value going on. Lots of Snoop Kiki. I don't like those lists. I was playing Snoop for a while after the bans. The card's just really, like, when it's good, it is really, really good. It's like 2 mana, and then you untap with it, and then it's like, oh, I have a Skirk on top of my deck, I'll cast that for free. Oh, there's a Mogwai Marshal underneath that, I'll cast that, and then, like, generate mana. Oh, you know, like, the Matron there. And you can just, like, go off, and if you're lucky, it's like a draw 3 or more. And there's, like, niche situations, like, oh, I have Sling Gun on top of my deck randomly, you're dead, you know? But it's very inconsistent, and it gets a lot worse in post-board games. And against, as far as the combo, I know some people have some pretty strong results with the combo builds, but I just don't want to put Boggart Harbinger in my Legacy deck. And I feel like it makes you weak to the things that Goblins should be good against. I think it overexposes you to spot removal, which, the way my deck is built, I really try to make 1-for-1 spot removal as bad as possible. Like, only cards that are trading with 1-for-1 removal that haven't, and they don't have some way to get value, are 1-drops, which is fine, right? They're 1 mana if you're trading with any spot removal, that's fine. Pile drivers, which are resistant to some forms of removal, like Hydroblast, Teferi, Brazen Borrower, Drown and Lock is like a big one. And it swings through a lot of defenses like Coatl and Strix. So it's semi-evasive and resistant to some removal. And it's still only 2 mana, you know, if it gets killed, it's that big a deal. And War Chief naturally has haste, so if they don't have the swamp removal at that exact instant, you get value out of it, you get mana or damage out of it. Yeah, and I agree with you, Len. I think they do get worse once people are like, oh, you know, I'm expecting you to combo me. And you can like kind of juke that with like siding it out and stuff, but then your deck is just a little weaker, right? So it just really goes against how I perceive Goblins as a deck, and I'm like, okay, if I'm gonna play an all-in future combo deck, and I know it's not all in, right? But your grinding ability is a lot worse when you have 1 ringleader. Like, why aren't you just playing elves, which is faster, more resilient, just like more broken? Like you get to play removal spells and stuff, but does that, like, I don't think elves hurts for not really being a removal deck. Yeah, also, yeah, your mana base is worse, right? Like, even this mana base isn't great, but you have to make some serious concessions. Like, how many games did Port win you today, right? How many instances where maybe it didn't win me the game outright, but it totally affected the playing out of the game, you know, and let me get windows that I otherwise wouldn't have had. Port was still very important, not intended. So I think losing Port is like just a massive cost. And it's unfortunate because that sort of creature combo would really benefit from playing Port, right? Having some sort of mana denial angle, so it's harder for your opponent to hold up interaction for your turns for your combo. But it's just so hard to do. It's just not realistic. But Snoop and Port just like don't get along in general because Snoop wants you to main phase everything. It's like, oh, like I have a Violin 2, and I have 3 lands including a Port. So I just like Violin this Snoop to see if my top card is like a Matron that I would love to cast for free. But if there's nothing, then it's like it shows your hand with the Vial, and you tap it on your turn instead of their turn, and you're giving up info. You're telling your opponent what to do, basically. You're also showing them your draw step. Like there's big downsides, and it's like a total coin flip. It's super high variance. So that's my spiel on Snoop right now. I can send you guys over to someone else. Appreciate everyone tuning in today. Really nice stream. Pretty happy with the games here. Looks like Honorog's going. And I'll send you about Honorog. Again, check out the Patreon if you want to get an upcoming Cyborg guide for this list, and check out my articles. Exclamation point Patreon to check that out, or if you're watching YouTube, go check in the description. Links is always there. Follow me on Twitter. If you want, I post my deck lists kind of like if I'm not playing on stream, I'll post like, hey, I went 4-1 with this. Hey, I voted with this, or like, hey, I tried this and it didn't work. I do that as well. So be sure to check that out. All right. Have a good one, everyone. Enjoy Honorog stream. I'm going to go eat some dinner. Is time.